Hi, my name is Dave Ward, and I'm president of Meticulosity. I've been providing e-commerce consulting for over 15 years, and I've worked with pretty much every cart that's out there. From hosted software as a service carts like Bigcommerce, Volusion, 3D Cart, Shopify, all the way up to open source and enterprise level carts like Magento. And what I wanted to talk today about is how to know when Magento is the right fit for your e-commerce site. When you're choosing a new cart from a replatform, or when you're starting a new online business, picking the right cart is extremely important. Obviously, it's costly to replatform or to build a custom site, and so you're going to be in bed with that platform for at least a year, 2 years, 3 years before it makes sense financially to replatform again. So Magento comes up all the time when I'm talking to clients, and I love Magento. It's highly customizable. The sky's the limit on what you can make it do. But I also love hosted software as a service carts like Bigcommerce and 3D Cart because they're low cost, they're fast to set up, and they come with a lot of bells and whistles that, believe it or not, out of the box, Magento doesn't even come with. So when you're thinking about what cart you're going to platform on, you really need to think about, which features that you're going to need and whether or not Bigcommerce or 3D Cart might fit those and be what you need. You don't want to buy a Cadillac when a Toyota will do. So to keep your costs low, you really want to think about what's unique about your online business. Do you have extremely unique and customizable products? Do you have complex shipping and fulfillment requirements? Do you need to integrate with some sort of in-house inventory system or CRM solution? And those are things that you can look at the feature sets of a Bigcommerce or 3D Cart and then figure out whether or not you're going to fit inside their box. The problem with hosted carts is that you're basically limited to what they'll do. Yes, they have APIs and things like that, but structurally you can't manipulate the database, you can't manipulate the core functionality like you can with Magento. So if you sell t-shirts in small, medium, large, and red, green, and blue, and you fulfill everything from your warehouse, then Magento's not going to be the right fit. It's going to be much more costly than going with a Bigcommerce or a 3D Cart, which is going to start out at $50 a month, and even with a few bells and whistles and add-ons that you might plug into those shopping carts, your cost is going to be very low. With Magento, you need to host it yourself, and that can run anywhere from $250 a month up to several thousands of dollars, depending on hardware requirements, whether you need a dedicated database server and things like that. And all of those come into play when you're talking about transactions per day and things like that. So your hosting cost is very high, and also your development costs are higher. Magento is an extremely complex software system, so the second you start customizing it, it's your bill's going to go up. So a Magento site can run anywhere from $10,000 to hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on the implementation. So maybe it's best if I give a few examples of when Magento is going to be your best option, and that'll help you make that decision. So let's look at a complex product. Say you sell trophies, like one of my clients' Trophies to Go. It's a highly complex product. You have different sizes, different colors, different engraving options. How many lines are on a certain engraving plaque for one product might be different than the number of lines on an engraving product for a different thing. You may have the ability to upload a logo or some kind of design, and those are going to be things where you're going to hit a wall and you're just not going to be able to do them with the software as a service cart. But Magento, you can customize it to do exactly what you need. Alternatively, maybe you have a fairly complex inventory system where you've got some inventory in Washington, you have other inventory in New York, and you need to pool those and ship from a specific location based on where the customer is. Sure, there are services like Ordoro or Order Pigeon that can plug into a hosted cart, but if again you don't fit the exact molds of those hosted services, you're going to be stuck again, and Magento is going to be your only option. Another thing that comes up when looking at a cart and trying to figure out what's the best one is product discounting or those kinds of things. Maybe you have a product category where anything in this category, if you buy 10 of, the total number of items aggregate to 10, and you get a discount for buying anything in that category. That's too complex for a hosted cart. Or maybe you have, say, a product that comes in different media types. So say you can buy something and you can get it as a DVD, as a streaming, or on a memory card, and then you also have a combination of organizational discounts like governments and nonprofits get 10% off, corporate customers get 20% off, consultants get 5% off, etc. When you get into that kind of a requirement where you need something more complex than buy one get one free, or buy 5 get them for $5 off per product, Magento is going to be your only option. So you're going to run into those roadblocks with hosted carts if you're trying to do something really complex. Also on the integration side, do you have some kind of an in-house CRM or ERP system? Do you need your inventory to talk to some old AS400? Sure, Bigcommerce and 3D Cart, they both have APIs that are open, and you can build an API layer in between to make your in-house system talk to your shopping cart, but you're always going to be limited by what that cart can do. Another example might be a lot of attributes on a given product. It gets very difficult to work with data when you can't just inject it into the database, or you can't build the database to meet specific needs. So if you have products with 20 different attributes, it can be really, and then say you have 10,000 of them, it can be really difficult to build a way to import those into a hosted cart. So again, if you have a simple business with a simple back end and relatively straightforward fulfillment needs, even if you want to use something like ShipStation to batch print shipping labels and send tracking back in, you can do all of that through a hosted cart. But if you have anything that's more complex than that, you're going to need Magento. Basically with Magento, either Community Edition or Enterprise, every single aspect of it is customizable. You can customize the admin section, you can customize the front end, you can customize the way products are built. So the sky's the limit there. So when you're looking to figure out the best cart, you really got to ask those kind of questions and work with a consultant who has the answers to those on whether or not a hosted cart is going to be the best solution. You don't want to be spending 30% of your revenue on a shopping cart system if you don't need it, when a $50 a month platform might be all you need. So again, my name is Dave Ward, and that's my 2%.